What's up, YouTube? Devin back here with the wife with another metal music reaction, and this time it's Bring Me the Horizon
Teardrops.
Teardrops.
We got a bunch of rose petals.
For fun,
I love this one.
fear until our hearts go numb. Addicted to a lonely kind of love. What I wanna know is how we got this stressed out, paranoid. Everything is going dark. Nothing makes me sadder than my head. I'm running out of teardrops. Let it hurt till it stops. I can't keep my grip. I'm slipping away from me. Oh God, everything is so false, but I can't feel a thing. The emptiness is heavier than you think. I'm tripping on the edge, high as a kite. I'm never coming down. And if you hear me, guess you know how it feels to be alone. That's how we get this stressed out, paranoid. Everything's going dark. Nothing makes me sadder than my head. I'm running out of teardrops. Let it hurt till it stops. I can't keep my grip. I'm slipping away from me. Oh God, everything is so false, but I can't feel a thing. The emptiness is heavier than you think. Suicidal, violent, tragic state of mind. Lost my halo, now I'm my own antichrist. Suicidal, violent, tragic state of mind. Lost my halo, now I'm my own antichrist. Running out of teardrops, let it hurt till it stops. I can't keep my grip, I'm slipping away from me. Oh God, everything is so false, but I can't feel a thing. The emptiness is heavier than you think. I'm running out of teardrops, let it hurt till it stops. I can't keep my grip, I'm slipping away from me.
Oh yeah. Can I have that
But I can't feel a thing.
You're keeping crying.
Yeah. Break it. You're like, what?
It's more like a soft breakdown. It's like
Such a lovely.
it doesn't break you up. It breaks.
All right, initial thoughts.
I love Bring Me the Horizon. They're like my all-time, well, one of my all-time favorite bands. This song, the music videos, I just love the dark aesthetic. The shot where he's trying to be like merry with all the vices, and then the whole like roses and dreaming and being asleep is kind of like being underwater when you suffer from depression or anxiety or whatever, and then you have like all these different vices, you know?
Right. Yeah, I love the play on words on like when he said that he lost his halo and that he's his own antichrist. It's like you
Right.
reach that breaking point. Like you can only cry so much, like when like mental health wise, right? Before it's just like you just break.
Ollie Sykes, that song was really about him overcoming his addiction. He's been like sober, whatever you want to call it, for a while now, but that he hasn't like made an actual video until then, really like touching on the subject.
Well, I mean, he always tells stories, right? Like with his music.
Dude, that's what I
so.
love about Ollie. Like he reminds me of like Kurt Cobain. If Kurt Cobain was alive today, I feel like they'd be best friends.
Can you imagine those two creating music?
Dude, oh my god, yes I can. Yes, please.
Yes, you can. We hurt ourselves for fun. Yep.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Feel the pain,
Force
man.
feed our fear until our hearts go numb. Addicted to a lonely kind of love. Yep. I mean,
Dude, I love that. I think that's my favorite line out of that whole entire song. Like, people fall in love and they stay with that person and they feel lonely, but they still might love them, or they just might be addicted to it because even though they feel lonely, it's better than being alone, you know?
Well, yeah, you kind of hit the nail on its head, or whatever you call it, because that's how a lot of people.
Oh, I know.
A lot of people can
lived
relate
it.
to it. I lived it too. Don't want to be alone, but at the same time, they also don't really want to be there, but they're still there because they'd rather not be alone. If that makes sense, even though they're actually alone.
It's kind of like a double-edged sword, because in and of itself, there's nothing wrong with being alone. You should be okay with being alone with yourself. It's important. But like, being addicted to a lonely kind of love is toxic. It's like that positive toxicity that's like, you know, rampant these days or whatever, you know?
I'm running. Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, I almost skipped the whole line. What I want to know is how we got this stressed out, paranoid, everything is going dark, nothing makes me sadder than my head. Like, just being stuck in your thoughts, like stuck in your head to the point of like you don't want to almost deal with anything. Like, everything gives you anxiety and paranoid.
Those lyrics are just really relatable, for sure.
I'm running out of teardrops, let it hurt till it stops. And basically, you know, when you cry and then you just can't cry any more tears. I can't keep my grip. I'm slipping away from me, oh God. Everything is so F word.
Oh no.
But I can't feel a thing. The emptiness is heavier than you think. Well, I think it's also like a lot of people, this happens a lot, right? People have mental health issues, but other people just, they don't really pay attention to it. They kind of like push it off, like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know what that's like.
And then the next thing you know, like, people hurt themselves even to the point of like they're no longer here, right?
I feel like what he's saying with the emptiness is heavier than you think is emptiness, you know, it's empty.
Right.
So it's kind of like an oxymoron. The emptiness is heavier than you think, because even though you feel so empty all the time, you're in such pain, you're crying, but it's fucking heavy. Like, that's all you feel. It's like this giant weight that you're carrying around. You don't even know what the fuck it is, so.
What she said. I'm tripping on the edge, high as a kite. I'm never coming down, and if you hear me, guess you know how it feels to be alone. It's like, you know, they're coming to their end. They're basically like, they're right there. They're like right at the point of, you know, dismay. No return. Point of like dissolve. Like, gonzo. Not cool. How do we get this stressed out? Paranoid goes back into those like,
the chorus, yep.
Then of course, suicidal, violent, tragic state of mind. Lost my halo, now I'm my own antichrist. Put your thoughts, like how do you relate to this video or this song in general? Like, what's your take, right? Yeah. And then also, if you have any suggestions, you know, for us, Bring Me the Horizon fans, throw that into the comments as well.
Personally, I'd love to do like a whole playlist of just Bring Me the Horizon reactions, because they have so many, their discography is so big. You just like...
It's big.
So many hours of content, man.
And don't forget to smash that like, destroy the subscribe button, and all that other stuff. I think the subscribe button's up here. Yeah.
Well, technically it's down. It's below the video.
As above, as whatever, below. Alright guys, MetalKills.